Making moves, we don't play. Stacking vision every day. Mikki J, she lead the way. From the grind to the getaway.
Welcome to Making Moves with Mikki J, where bold moves, big dreams, and real results collide. I'm your host, Mikki J, agent, coach, and clarity partner, here to help you live the life, legacy, and have the mindset that you deserve to have. And if you're ready to move like somebody, let's get started. Today, I was thinking, vision boards are cute. Blueprints, they're powerful. So today, we're talking about what separates the dreamers from the doers. Moving from someday to today. So let's get started with what it takes to move from a vision board to a blueprint. Now, let's be honest. It's easy to get excited, right? About your ideal life, your dream life. The house, the car, the vibe, like the Pinterest perfect kitchen, all of that. But what they don't tell you is that to get from the vision of the new house and the vibe, right? You have to move from that vision into the actual manifestation of said thing. And to do that, you have to do more than dream. You have to have direction. And that direction comes from having a blueprint. There are 3 essential steps to any blueprint. And the first step of any blueprint is to be specific. We have to have a specific goal that we're trying to meet in said blueprint. If my blueprint is to build something, I gotta know what I'm building. Am I building a car? Am I building a house? Am I building a ark? What am I building? First, you have to know. You have to be specific about what it is you're trying to accomplish. But once you get that specific goal in your mind and you can write it down and it can be plain, then you can run with it. But how specific do you have to be? Just writing down, I want to own a home one day, right? Or someday I'll be a homeowner is not specific enough. We have to move straight into one day I want to own a house, but what kind of house? Where's this house going to be? And when is one day? Well, you have to say something like, I'm going to own a 3-bedroom, 2-bath townhouse in Stone Mountain within the next 6 months, 18 months, give it a time frame, and I don't want to pay any more than $1,600 a month for my mortgage. Now, that is specific. And with that type of specific goal, you can really actually obtain it because you can dissect all the pieces of what it is that you need to do in order to get it done. But what is the next part of this blueprint? After we get real specific, there's got to be something else that we must do, and it is. The second thing is to have a strategic plan. Now, how can I drive this home as clearly as possible? Your first part, moving from that vision, right? You needed to get specific because the vision is specific. The vision is the part of it that helps you to get specific. You can see it in your mind. So now you want this payment to be $1,600. I want to be over in Stone Mountain. I need 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, right? And I need to get this done in the next 6 months. So you've got it time, it's specific in time, it's specific in location, it's specific in terms of how many bedrooms and bathrooms, and it's specific in the amount of money that you want to pay for it. So with all that specific detail that you've put out there, now you need the steps on how to get it into reality. So that strategic plan gives you the steps, the how you're going to get the what. The vision is the what, And the how is your plan, your strategic plan. Now, what does that look like? Well, first off, if it were you going to buy a house, the first thing you need to know is, what is my credit score, or what does my bank account look like? So, because if you're buying it cash, that's great. What does my bank account look like? Because I need to know how much money I have in order to determine, okay, it's feasible to pay for it out of my pocket. If it's not, now we're talking, I need a loan. So if I need a loan, the first thing I got to do is know my credit score and know if I'm credit worthy. If I'm working and I have a job, right? And I'm bringing in money, whether I'm self-employed or I'm W-2 employed, I'm not working. Then it says, okay, well, how's my credit score? What level am I at there? And then you start thinking about things like, well, how much money do I have saved? And do I have enough saved to make this deal a reality? And then you want to determine, what lender am I going to go to in order to get this loan for this home? And once you've discerned the lender and how much money you have, and now you got to determine the house, got to find the house. And how do you do that? You need an agent. So you can search on Zillow, and you can search on, all of those things are viable options, right, in your research. But you'll still need an agent for your representation, because you need to be represented in this transaction. This is not an everyday thing. There are a lot of legal documents that you have to sign, and you have to be prepared. So in that vein, you need an agent to help represent you, and you'll need to select one. So what steps am I going to take in order to acquire this agent? Now, after we've gotten specific with our blueprint, and then we've got strategic with our blueprint, now we have to start making actions in this blueprint. We have to start making steps, taking steps forward in this blueprint. And how do we do that? The third part is to make daily micro actions. These daily micro actions are the things like skipping the second Starbucks run every day, or skipping the Starbucks every day and doing it on a weekly basis. It looks like saving money and making responsible choices and decisions based on the things that you want to acquire, and doing it on a daily basis, because consistency beats intensity every day. You could intensely really, really, really want a house real bad. But if you can't be consistent and you're saving and paying people on time and doing the things that you're supposed to do in your life for yourself in the long run, right? If you can't do those things, then when it comes time to acquire a home, a car, any of the things that you want to acquire, it becomes that much harder if you haven't taken the daily micro actions that you have to take on a consistent basis in order to see the results of your actions. So I want to give you an example of something that you can do. And in this scenario of, I'm going to purchase my first home, or a home in general. So let's say I'm going to buy a house on your vision board for like 3, right? It's up there. You've cut and pasted different houses. The house is getting better every year because you find a better one, but you still haven't purchased it and moved in it in your real life. But that on that poster board looks real nice. But how do you get it from that concept in your mind to something real and tangible, the keys in hand, right? Well, that blueprint would look something like this. Day 1 through 5, you're going to go pull your credit, right? Find out what you're looking at, what's your numbers, what's the transactions, how's your payment history, what's your utilization score, are you over 30% utilization? Like, determine who you are, what that picture looks like. Day 6 through 10, we're going to research down payment options Are we going to get some down payment assistance? Do we have money in the bank? Are we going to borrow out of the 401k? What are we going to do? How are we going to come up with the down payment for this house? Now, day 11 through 15, you're going to start interviewing lenders, 1 to 2, because you've done research on the ones that you think are the best. And then you're going to interview some and find out who's got better rates and who's being more competitive and who has the buy down that's the cheapest if you want to buy down your rate. Like, do research, dig in on some lenders. Then day 16 through 20, you're going to choose the target areas and define your monthly budget. That way, in the prior days, day 11 through 15, you should have gotten a pre-qualification while you were working with these lenders. And now you know how much house you can afford. So the next 5 days, you're going to take that and focus on finding that agent and finding the area that you want to live in and how much that stuff costs using your apps like Zillow or Realtor.com, just getting familiar with the areas and how much they cost. Then the next step would be day 20 and 20 through 30, where you'll be looking for an agent and getting out there and shopping with your pre-qualification. Now you're off to the races, and that's 30 days. In 30 days, you could have a plan of action and be out looking at houses with an agent in just 30 days. But for the last 3 years, you've had a house on your vision board. This is why I say a vision board is cute, but a blueprint, that's powerful. And I seek for us all to actually move from the vision boards of life to the blueprints of life and start executing some of these dreams that are dying on the poster board. So that's Mikki J. And that's it for me. I'm signing off. You have a wonderful and blessed week. So here's your challenge. Write out your own blueprint. Move from the vision board to the blueprint in your life. And here's what I want you to include in your blueprint. I want that blueprint to be a 30-day blueprint. And I want you to move from the vision and get specific. Once you get specific, then I want you to write out your strategy on how you're going to accomplish it. And then third, I want you to start making daily actions that take you from the beginning of the idea and the vision to the end with the contract in hand, signed, the keys in hand, or the deal done. So whatever your 30-day action plan, it should be about whatever it is that you've been putting off, whatever's been following you from year to year on your vision board. Take that one thing and let's break it down into a 30-day action plan. And in that 30 days, make as much action toward that goal as humanly possible. And then visit me back and comment and let me know how it's going in the comments. Let me know what your action plan was for, what specific goal were you going to accomplish, and what have you done in those 30 days. Share this with somebody, like and subscribe.